I was born in Georgia, just outside of Augusta, during the days of separate but equal. I went to those all African-American schools through my first college experience at Tuskegee. I met Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and marched with him on the march from Selma to Montgomery. After going to Tuskegee, I went in the military for 4 years, in and out of Vietnam. I went back to school in the Berkeley area. And when I graduated there, I was recruited by the University of Utah to come to Salt Lake City as a teacher in communications. When I first came to Utah, the University of Utah had secured for me, I had paid a deposit on, had a telephone installed in an apartment. But when I got here, the landlord refused to allow me to move in. So I then got involved with the state to say to them, we need to change the law. I discovered that there were lots of needs here and got engaged in getting a Fair Housing Act passed and later getting the Martin Luther King Act passed.
For Pastor Davis, it isn't just the religious aspect, it's also the secular. He believes in approaching the whole person, realizing that it's not that the people are there on Sunday and that they're mindful of their God, but he's mindful of their lives every day. And he has worked to put in place circumstances that will benefit those individuals, whether it's feeding the poor, feeding the hungry in the park every Sunday, which he does, or being a spokesperson for those who don't have a voice.
Perhaps the most exciting for me was the work that we did in crisis counseling with the victims of Katrina. When the governor brought those people here, he called and asked if I would help him to meet the needs of the people being brought in from New Orleans. That changed me in the sense that those people who were in those storms felt that they had been left to die, left by the country, left by their community, left by their state, and that nobody really cared about them. So I'm a different person in that I never take for granted the needs that other people have.
Reverend Davis is amazing. He is sort of the epitome, I think, of what religious leaders want to be. He is accessible, he is kind, he is calm, he is passionate about justice, he is passionate about his faith and his community.
Reverend Davis is a treasure for the state of Utah. He's the bridge builder across the various sectors of our state community. Rural, urban, religious divides, socioeconomic divides. He's just simply a wonderful human being, and I'm so happy that he is receiving this honor this evening.
We still today are doing a lot of things to help people. One of the things we do is we provide housing for the elderly and physically handicapped people based on their income, low-income housing for the veterans in our community. And we also feed every Sunday morning at 8 a.m., all of the hungry people in Pioneer Park.
In truth, France Davis is my pastor. I'm a member of another faith, but he is my pastor.
It is just beyond doubt that Reverend Davis is a hero, that the work that he does is incomparable, and that the way that he does his work makes other people want to do better and to do more for their communities.